What is up, everybody? Welcome into the Saros Open presented by Phenom Hoops. You guys are here live watching the Hoops Day Network. Miles Mastercola here with you guys on the call, joined by my friend Sim Sanders, head coach at Garinger. Sim, obviously Team CP3 has a lot of excitement around them. They got a tough test with Game Elite today. What are you excited about in this one?
I want to see the matchup North Carolina and Georgia.
Yeah.
I think that's big, especially for what the state looking for, how we trying to build the state of North Carolina.
Absolutely.
They got to represent today. CP3 got to represent today.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely an interstate, inter-circuit, inter-brand battle. It should be a fun one. We're excited about it. We got 4 straight games here for you on YouTube Live. And Team CP3, a lot of people have them pinned as the Peach Jam favorites. They have a tough early season test, their toughest test so far, against a very talented Game Elite team as we're about to get things started here to get things going. Both teams are getting ready to tip. And Sim, Deontay Neal has just been a man possessed in his whole high school career. What makes him so special and such a perfect guard for this CP3 team?
He pours. He don't really never get rattled.
Yeah.
I ain't never really seen him get rattled. And then I feel like what helps him is he plays football too. Mm-hmm. So playing 2 sports like that, it carries over to basketball, especially from the football to the basketball court.
Yep. And
so he never really gets rattled.
And in the era of specialization, it's refreshing to see a kid that's still all in on both sports the way that that Deontay is. Kendra as well. Kendra should be here for the second game today. But this is a very, very talented group. And Game Elite has a lot of talent as well. No Caleb Holt for them today, but still a deep team, a team that has consistently been at or near the top of the Adidas 3 SSB since they've been around and gotten top kids out of not only Atlanta, but the Carolinas and Florida as well. And here we go as the tip-off is about to be underway. And here we go. Game Elite starts with the basketball. We'll get things started. It's in the hands of Savage. 30-second shot clock for those wondering. Nice set right away and an easy basket. That was Devin Hutchinson for Game Elite.
That was too easy for the Game Elite right there.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. Here is Cole Rosario. Spent this past year at Moravian and an OTE with the YNG Dreamers. Here's Cole Clower. Clower crosses over. Thought about the pull-up. Takes a little leaner. It is up and no good. Stevens on the putback, no good, but a foul is called on that, and Stevens will have 2 free throws.
That kid, Will, had a great season for Davidson Day.
He did. He's got a lot of upside, too. .6'10", can shoot it. Block shots, first free throw rattles out for him. And I know from your days with Team Charlotte, you had a lot of wars with Coach John Adams on the sidelines. What does he bring to the table for this team and kind of the culture he instills?
Leader. He got them very disciplined. His team very disciplined. When I seen them come in, they all sat together. Mm-hmm. You really don't see that on the AAU side. Usually your kids all spaced out, whatever. But he had this guy sitting together before the game, ready to go.
Ready to go. Stevens couldn't connect and then had a 3 and missed it as well. Little pick and pop here. Drive here for Game Elite as they're going to look to get set up. Long 2 is up and short. Rebound for Will Stevens. Here comes CP3. It's Q Williams. Williams cut off a little bit. Will reset. Uses a screen. He'll attack. Q Williams all the way up and in. Yeah. And he had a great year for Forsyth Country Day as well.
Turnover.
A little
Game Elite.
Unforced violation there by Game Elite on the inbound. CP3 can get their first lead right here. Throw it in to Clower, the tip in right away.
What a play.
And I mentioned this earlier, giving a point guard, Deontay Neal, no Kendra today, but you have Will Stevens, both Coles. He has a lot of tools to work with as he tries to lead the charge here for CP3. Here's Diop, had a good year with OTE. Kick out 3 is up and good. Confident shot from Will Doepfer. CP3 trying to beat them down the floor. Here's Q, gives it back to Deontay. Over to Rosario. He lets it fly from 3. No good. Rebound secured. Game Elite. Here they come. Little side ball screen action there for Savage. He's cut off. Pull up 3 is up and good.
Okay. Game Elite starting off hot from the 3.
They are. That 3 from Williams is no good. Game Elite looking to get things started up 8-4 and pushing. Muldrew down low to Diop. Diop working on Stevens. Puts it up, draws a foul, and he will go to the line for 2. Stevens did not stay disciplined there, brought that hand down.
I'm curious to see how CP3 adjusts the game. Malik starting off hot from the three-point line like this.
See if that changes their philosophy, if they're going to kind of stay true and trust the law of averages. Diop's got one more.
Right now they're going in all the ball screens.
Game Elite's just pulling up. Second free throw for Diop is good. It's a 10-4 lead for Game Elite. Off to a great start. Here's Rosario, two-man game. Rosario all the way, draws a foul. Rosario, he saw his recruitment pop. Watched him play a lot for Coach Ellis over at Moravian. What do you see in his game?
Strong. He's strong. He's big and strong. And he can shoot it. He's downhill. He's very disciplined. You can tell Coach Ellis or Moravian, he keep those kids disciplined. Had a lot of.
You have no choice.
So he's disciplined. And seeing him on the EYBL, it's gonna be different for him. His game gonna really go up.
Free throws are split for Cole Rosario, originally from Miami. 10-5 to count. Into Diop in the mid-post. He'll see what's going on. He'll drive on Stevens. And he dragged that foot, travels the call, shot went in, but it will go CP3's way. It looks like Jair Richburg is going to come into the game. Big-time athlete, glue guy for them. Here's Cole Clower. They find Stevens. He'll let the three-pointer fly, and it's pure.
That's what he do. That's what Will do.
They don't make a lot of guys 6'10", 6'11" with jumpers like that.
Shooting threes.
And I feel like people, because he's not the strongest kid, think he's not tough. But he is. He definitely is. Muldrew lets it fly for 3. No good. Rebound tipped around. Diop's got it. He'll try to create. Wiped away by Tuke Clay. Great help there defensively. Here comes Clower. Clower. Foul. Cole Clower has ascended as one of the nation's top 30 players. Such a deep bag of tricks and skill at 6'7". He'll get the inbound right here, give it right back to Q Williams. Q, a little hesitation, nice move. Nice move again. Dump down to Clay.
Man,
Q Williams just dices.
Paint touches.
Absolutely. That was a beautiful play from Q to tie the game at 10. Found Tuke Clay for the easy dunk.
Here we go. CP3 is standing in the pressure.
Yep, and they'll get you out on the break.
Here we go.
Here we go. And it's Clower pushing. He'll find Richburg. Richburg, a little counter move. Up and under, layup, missed it. Follow from Clay, rolled out. Here comes Game Elite. Down low to Diop, who dunks it in.
Pick and roll play. Pick and roll.
Absolutely. Botched ball screen coverage there for CP3 leads to an easy 2. Here's Q Williams. Q weaving through. Has to find some help. He does in Richburg. 15 on the shot clock. Richburg crosses over. Cut off again. Good defense here from Game Elite on this possession so far. Find Richburg. He's got 7 seconds and turned it over. Strong drive, layup, no, but a foul on Clower.
I'm curious to see how Game Elite going to keep Deontay and Q out those paint touches.
Absolutely. Hey, we'll be right back, y'all, in just a moment after this commercial break.
Ceros Partners, the next generation of athlete representation. We don't just represent talent, we build legacies. From the college hardwood to the NBA spotlight, we specialize in NIL representation, marketing, and full-service athlete management for both men's and women's sports at all levels. Our roster, it speaks for itself. Malik Beasley, NBA sharpshooter and record breaker. Kennedy Martin, the nation's top college volleyball player. Mikael Brown Jr., the #1 point guard in the country. And with leaders like former NBA player Trevor Booker, high-level agents, and sports executive Christian Dawkins at the helm, our team brings next-level experience, strategy, and unmatched access. Saros Partners, where talent controls their destiny.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. As a turnover right there. The free throws were good for Landry. And then Cole Rosario splashed a three. And now it looks like Richburg will inbound for CP3 off the turnover. Here's Rosario driving. Cut off, will reset. Hands it off to Deontay Neal. Neal has some space to work with here. Step back, thought about it. Rosario, he thought about it too. He'll attack now. Finds J.R. Adams. Now it's Neal again.
10 on the shot clock.
Yep. Neal, little hesitation, kick out. JR, a great look for three. It is up. Oh, no good. Richburg on the follow is good.
That's his second offensive rebound.
Richburg doing the dirty work. CP3 up one. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in about 30 seconds, y'all.
Wake's Craig Dawson, Keith Gallen from Maryland. Fury's sophomore Tyler Lewis. Lewis had 18 assists in this game to Jack Young for the layup.
Here comes the freshman, Tyler Lewis. His first start comes at Cameron.
I've known Tyler for a long time and really liked this game.
Wow, what a play by the freshman, Tyler Lewis.
Showing a little sweetness. 5'11", 157 pounds.
Bye, boys. Bye, Cat. Love ya.
Action resumes here in the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center. The Saros Open brought to you by Phenom Hoops. Live here on the Hoop State Network. Miles Mastercola and Sim Sanders here on the call with you guys today.
CP3 went to a 3-2.
They did. No true five-man in the game. Good hands there from Richburg. That one's blocked by Clay. The glue guys for CP3 just active as always. Travel called on Landry. And now here comes CP3 again, and you mentioned it. Neal and Williams just getting paint touches, it feels like, whenever they want. Here's Deontay Neal, finds Rosario. Rosario in the middle. Back to Deontay. They find Rosario. He'll drive. Tough follow away, blocked immediately. Richburg, another offensive rebound. Doing the dirty work again. 3-point CP3 lead. He's had a positive impact.
And Coach John has.
That was a weird one.
That was a close one.
I thought that was probably a no call, to be honest.
Well, Coach John went to 3 different defenses.
Yep. He's probably not done.
That's the adjustments I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
What was going to be the adjustments? Taking game elite out the 3. They haven't attempted the 3 since.
Nope. 17-14 the count. CP3 in front. They swarm Diop. Corner 3. Up. Good.
Oh.
Let that one go and it fell. Poked away right there. That's Matt Allen. He just hit the 3. Richburg finds another loose ball. Puts it up. No. Clay on the O-glass working. Makes a move. Has it blocked by Diop. Going to stay with CP3.
CP3 don't give you a chance to celebrate after you hit a shot. They're getting the ball out. They're getting the ball out real fast.
Yep. Here is Deontay Neal. Kick out to Rosario. Rosario back to Neal. Here comes Deontay. Around a screen. Kick out. JR thought about it. Didn't catch it clean. They find Richburg. He tries to attack 2 guys. Adams puts up a deep one, no, but draws I thought he drew a foul. Here comes Game Elite. CP3 still trying to extend pressure. Ooh, here we go. To Clay, jump the lane, and here we go. And I know you guys, J.R. Adams did not like that call.
He did not like that.
Did not like it. You guys with Team Charlotte always did such a good job of applying pressure, turning other teams over. And in grassroots basketball, when teams don't have all the prep time, that is such a valuable thing.
It's hard to adjust to.
Yep.
Especially when.
Unless you have the personnel.
Especially when you're relentless. If you got one guard when you was playing against Team Charlotte,
you were in trouble.
You was in trouble.
Yeah.
And I think that's where Coach John sees right now. Game Elite is only playing one point guard.
Yep.
So he's extending the pressure. And ever since he's extending the pressure on them, it's been 2 turnovers.
They've been winning. Yeah, they've been winning since they started extending the pressure. Here's Neal. Gives it up to Richburg. Over to Clay. Now it's reversed back. And Adams, another quality look from 3. That one's no good. Richburg tried for another offensive rebound but couldn't get it. And another turnover. Oh, they said it got.
Did it get tipped?
Oh, no, it didn't. It did not get tipped. Frantic pressure from CP3. Adams will get a break, and Clower comes back into the game. Neal on the inbound to Clower. Hands it back off to Deontay. Deontay, so quick, step back 3. No good. Rebound. Yep, Rosario, extra effort again.
How the 50-50 ball CP3 getting right now.
Yep. That's how you swing a game.
Game Elite going to have to start boxing out because CP3 going to the boards. What a play.
Absolutely. Probably should have just shot it, but it leads to a foul, and Richburg's going to go to the line for 2. CP3 showing their unselfish nature.
I like this Richburg kid. He got high motor.
He does.
High motor, high energy.
He's like a Team Charlotte type guy.
He got high motor.
Yep.
He getting to the boards. He playing within his game.
And when you have a team with so many talented, high-profile pieces, those are the guys that push the needle when it comes to winning, make a difference. Free throw no good for Richburg. We'll see if he can connect on his second attempt. Almost halfway through half number 1 here. Richburg, the lefty, will shoot the second one and make it. It's a 20-17 lead for CP3. Here's Savage. Gives it up to Landry. Has a screen from Diop, uses it, stops, gives it down low, and a travel. The frenetic energy from CP3 has been the story in this first half as they lead by 3. Here comes Neal with the basketball. Richburg has it again, back to Neal. Get a Clower a touch. Clower working. Looked at him, offensive foul on Clower.
CP3 really going through these sets.
I believe that's 2 on Clower. You get 6.
Q Williams back in the game.
Yep. Rosario applying pressure right away on Landry. 2 big guards going at it. Diop dunks it in. That was a great maneuvering of the ball screen from Landry.
Diop in the pick and roll. He really dominating it.
Yeah, he is.
Set the screen rolling.
Yep, simple. And they call an offensive foul on Neal.
Back-to-back offensive foul call.
(20-19), Game Elite trying to get this lead after starting off really strong. Here's Diop trying to take advantage of the size mismatch, and they do.
The first lead Game Elite had since 8-4.
Yep. Devin Hutchinson got it. Here's Q. Little hesitation. Oh, missed him on the pass. Right idea, just threw it away from him.
Another paint touch, though.
Yep. Lob it up. Tipped away. Diop found a way to catch it. Great play by him. And a 3 is up and no good. Rebound for Clay. Here comes CP3. Q Williams right back to Deontay. Crosses over, and he's fouled. And now Will Stevens is going to come back in. see what Clower does here on the inbound. Gets it to Stevens. And now it's Deontay. Q weaving through. Rosario, shot fake, cut off. Back to Q, now it's Clower. Clower looking to pull up. Over to Neal. Neal, oh, come here, buddy. No, sir, couldn't get the bucket. Here.
Diop in the pick and roll again.
Couldn't get the finish, though. Drive, kick, 3-ball, up, good. Cole
Again,
Clower.
Q has touched the paint again.
At will. Anytime he
getting
wants.
anywhere he wants in this game.
Turnover. Clower jumps it. He's got Rosario running with him. Thought about, just kept it too long, turned it over.
That's 3.
Should have gotten rid of that one a little earlier.
Yeah. .519. Cole pick up his 3rd foul in the first half.
Yep. Not good for him. Here comes Game Elite. Down by 2. CP3's highest ranked player currently on the bench in foul trouble. Here's Diop. Has been unbelievable. Fall away jumper. Up. Good.
Oh, man.
When you add the vertical ability with the touch like that, that's why Diop is highly sought after.
That was a king move right there.
Yep.
Again, Q in the paint.
Yep. Got the shot blocked and out of bounds. Good effort, though, defensively from Game Elite.
Deontay and Q is getting to any spot they want. They're touching the paint every time out of court. Curious to see if Game Elite gonna make an adjustment, but they're using their length when they do get in the paint.
The spooky thing is with CP3, if you go pack on and overhelp, they have the shooters to make you pay. And they throw it right into Stevens, caught him asleep at the wheel.
Same play.
Yep.
They ran earlier. We actually run that play. Call it 13.
There you go. Here comes Game Elite. Drive, took that extra step in a travel. Rosario thought about the 3.
Attention players in the arena. The reserve seating is for our special guest. All players need to be removed from the reserve
Here is
section.
Stevens.
Thank you.
Neal is fouled,
the paint and draws a foul. 2 small guards touching the paint
at will. And they're getting to the paint. They probably, by their standards, have had a C+, B- execution when they get there. So it just shows you. Here is Q. Down low Stevens. Ball's batted around. Here comes Game Elite. Pitch ahead pass, layup, got it. Nice adjustment and finish there.
High-level game, high-level basketball. 25-25. Deontay touches the paint again.
Stevens couldn't get it. Kind of hesitated on the initial shot. Here comes Game Elite. Dump down, dunked in. Great fast break offense for Game Elite. CP3 trying to beat him back. Here's Q Williams. Rosario, quick trigger 3. No.
With Deontay and Q touching the paint, the other guys got to execute when they get those passes.
Absolutely. That was a big-time rejection from Rosario and a quick foul drawn by Neal. I believe they're in the bonus. One and one coming for Deontay and Neal. Other than a guy that you coached a couple years ago by the name of Robert, Is there a more difficult guy to contain one-on-one coming through North Carolina than Deontay Neal? He's in a special class of quick, shifty point guards that we've had come through.
I want to say it's going to be the kid from Harding. Kahari.
Yep.
Kahari Coleman. He big. He big, he's strong. He a big guard. He a prototype Jalen Hood-Safino.
Oh, really?
Like, he's a big guard. He's about 6'4". He really big. and he going to be a problem.
Really?
He going to be a problem.
Here is Neal. He hit the first. He also hits the second. And J.R. Adams will come get him. Probably, I believe he's got a foul or two already. Don't want him getting in foul trouble along with Clower.
3 of CP3 main players on the bench right now. 3 minutes left in the first half.
Yep.
27-27.
All tied up.
And they're still extending the pressure.
Yep, and the bench has performed well when they come in, especially Richburg, who we talked about earlier. We'll see if he can provide a little spark to close the half. Game Elite working it around. Drop back 3, pull up 2. And they call a foul on Rosario before the shot.
CP3 doing a great job now reeling them off the 3.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of foul calls in this game.
Yeah. Both teams in the 1-and-1. We've seen worse, though.
Yes.
It hasn't been that bad. We've seen worse. There was one game a few weeks ago. There were 39 team fouls in the second half.
Whew. I coached the game this year. We had 75 foul calls the whole game.
Oh, my. 75?
75.
How long was the game, like 3 hours?
We started the game at like 7:30. I didn't leave that particular school until 10:15.
Yeah, that's nuts. Free throw's good for Dopfer.
5 lead changes in the game.
Yep. Here's Rosario. Gives it back to Richburg. Now it's Q Williams. Clay gives it up. JR thought about it. They call it travel on J.R. Adams. CP3 looks a little out of sync offensively in the half court right now.
Game Elite went to a great adjustment. They gapped everything. Try to keep those guards out of the paint. CP3 went to a 1-2-2.
3 ball up. No good. Rebound tracked down by Q Williams. Here comes CP3. Trying to tie it or get the lead here. He's cut off. Q Williams, leaner, up, no. Rebound. Richburg finds his way to the basketball
with another
again.
Offensive rebound.
John Adams working the officials.
So John, I was about to say he's trying to work the officials.
Trying to earn himself a call. We'll be right back in just a moment after the timeout, y'all. We are back. Game Elite and CP3 are all tied up in a battle of the brands. Little Georgia versus North Carolina. Cross court. Good ball movement here from Game Elite. CP3 kind of swarming around, trying to keep them guessing. Tough shot up, no good. Foul going the other way, pushing the back on Game Elite. We got a 1-and-1 coming.
They have made Game Elite run out the 3. Very, very good, making them take mid-range shots, making them work for everything now.
Yep. And that zone has kind of taken away the ball screen game with Diop, which was so successful for them early on in this game.
Coach John has done a great job making adjustments in this game. With Cole having 3 fouls.
Yeah, for sure. First free throw for Q was good. CP3 back up by a point, and Deontay Neal's going to come back in. Q Williams makes that. Got the roll. Here comes Kevin Savage, the third. For Game Elite. Kick to the corner. That's a quality look. Came off his hand funky. Missed it short. Richburg, another rebound. Oh, they might have gotten saved there. Oh, what an effort from Game Elite to get the ball back, and then they throw it right back away.
Right back away.
A little sloppiness here from some talented players on the court.
Sometimes you just got to slow down.
Yep.
Kids don't understand they're trying to get something too fast. Sometimes you slow down.
Here is Rosario. Uses the screen from Clay. Rosario, kick out, extra. Richburg thought about the 3. He'll drive, puts it up, and
Richburg.
He's getting rewarded right now. He's been the story of this first half.
He's stepping up huge for CP3.
Absolutely. No Kendra Harrison. Don't have that physical bully element. Jair Richburg ain't Kendra, but he's really working and using his body to make plays.
And Cole got 3 fouls.
Yeah.
So he had to pick up the slack. He's picking a double slack.
Yep. And the free throw's good. CP3 up by 5, looking to end this half strong.
Interesting to see how many points he has at halftime.
Yeah. He's between that and he's probably got about 10 or so. Baseline Jimmy up and way off. Good rebound from Rosario. Here they go. Neal, left hand, got it.
Touch, and what a move by Deontay.
With the offhand as well. High level from Deontay Neal. CP3's up 7 with under a minute to go in a half.
If you don't keep CP3 out of transition,
you're
in trouble.
Yeah, you're in trouble. Middle of the floor. Down low, Diop.
Diop.
Great pump fake.
Diop.
He's been unbelievable today, too. Pitch ahead, Q. Q Williams. John Adams says, let's reset and hold for 1. 15 on the game clock as we wind down the half. We'll have a D1 breakdown on Cole.
No shot clock.
Yeah, I meant game clock. No shot clock. 8 seconds. Oh, a good look for Richburg from the corner for 3. Oh, couldn't get it.
Richburg would have hit that. Oh.
Yep, and they might have a chance here. Pull up from the volleyball line. No good. And we'll take it to Tyler Lewis and Cole Clower at the half. 36-31 lead for Team CP3 over Game Elite.
This is Tyler Lewis with Phenon Hoops, and this is D1 Breakdown. On today's episode, we're going to take a close look at 2027 guard Jordan Page. Another top player in the country in this loaded 2027 class. He has tremendous size and athleticism at the guard position. He impacts the game on both sides of the floor. The lefty guard really has the ability to just fill up the stat sheet. He's an excellent rebounding guard, especially at his size. Excels in transition and attacking downhill. He has a great first step and also uses his body really well on drives. You know, he gets to his spots in the mid-range and has a nice pull-up jumper. He continues to expand his game from the perimeter. He's getting more consistent. Jordan is just a high-level guard who will continue to make a lot of noise, not only in the state of North Carolina, but he's going to make a lot of noise nationally as well over these next 2 years of his high school career.
Partners, the next generation of athlete representation. We don't just represent talent, we build legacies. From the college hardwood to the NBA spotlight, we specialize in NIL representation, marketing, and full-service athlete management for both men's and women's sports at all levels. Our roster, it speaks for itself. Malik Beasley, NBA sharpshooter and record breaker. Kennedy Martin, the nation's top college volleyball player. Mikael Brown Jr., the #1 point guard in the country. And with leaders like former NBA player Trevor Booker, high-level agents, and sports executive Christian Dawkins at the helm, our team brings next-level experience, strategy, and unmatched access. Sarah's Partners, where talent controls their destiny.
we're back. Second half underway. Deontay Neal with the basketball. Get it to Rosario, now Clower. Handoff back to Rosario. Step back three for Deontay Neal's way off. Drive all the way. Layup, good.
Oh, man.
That's a strong finish, and Clower didn't want to get that fourth foul.
He could have easily picked it up.
I know. He was playing with fire right there. 36-33. Neal around a screen. Finds Q Williams. A great look for three. Missed it. Rebound secured. Diop. Here comes Game Elite. Diop will bring it up. Looking comfortable doing so as well. Here's Landrew.
A 2-1-2 zone.
Yep.
Half court by CP3.
Yep.
I'm telling you, Coach John be making adjustments. He will go to multiple defense. He just switched to a 3-2.
Yep.
In one possession.
Layup, up, no. Diop, follow, no. Stevens in traffic, finds Q Williams. Q's pushing with his eyes up. Nice move. Finds Deontay. He'll take a set one from deep. That one's no good. Here comes Savage. Diop caught it. Kept that foot down. Did a good job doing so. Tough one. Landrew, no. Rebound. Who's got it? Clower does. Here he comes. Polk. Ball got deflected. Now Deontay Neal will set it up. Clower out to Rosario to Neal. Now it's Q Williams. He's stuck a little bit. Puts it up. Nope.
Shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation, just a little too late. CP3 still up by 3. With 13:40 to play. Deep three, Landrew, no good. Diop and Stevens competing, and a foul is called on Stevens for that one.
Was that his second?
I believe his second, yeah. You get 6, so he should be good for now. Here's Diop, I'm gonna work it around.
Here comes Savage off of.
Yep,
Woo.
Got Diop for it. That could have been close.
Man, I thought it was on Cole.
I thought so for a second, too.
I like this Diop kid.
I like him, too. He played at OTE this past year. He's a top 50 kid nationally. Easy to see why. Has some skill to go with the I like that he doesn't try to show his skill too much.
And he don't look tired.
No, doesn't look tired.
A lot of energy.
Yep, and he's very involved. Setting a lot of screens as Williams. Oh, couldn't connect. CP3 can't make shots today. Here comes Savage. Savage, nice move. Try to lob it up, just missed Diop, too high. But yeah, Diop, a lot of those bigs that are skilled try to show their skill too much, and he's picking his spots, but he's doing all this stuff you need a 6'11 kid to do.
It is making the game easy for himself.
Yep. Neal,
Here come
all the way blocked.
Deontay touched the paint again.
Yep.
It's just not finishing today.
Yep. That layup is no good. Tried to dunk it, and there's a foul right there on the tip. Don't believe it's on the shot. Cole Clower trying to hype his guys up right now, sensing a low energy level at this point.
That's the third on Will.
We got free throws coming.
Cole doing a great job not picking up that 4th foul.
Yeah.
He was in that play too.
Mm-hmm. First one, no good. That one is good. 36-34. CP3's got to get it going offensively a little bit. Need a couple shots to fall.
Okay. Game Elite has went to a 3-2 zone.
Yep. Clower, jab step triple. That'll work.
Oh, that's what they did. That was big. And that's what he needed for his confidence.
Yep, just to get going a little bit. I
His
think he had
self-awareness
one little
game.
putback or maybe another layup, but that was it.
That was it.
And we know he can get going quick. A lot of contact, no call. That three is up and no good. Clower with a great rebound. And he'll pitch it ahead to Neal. Here comes Deontay Neal. Rosario lets it fly. Couldn't stay hot. And Diop will push ahead and give it up to Hutchinson.
One thing I say about kids these days, if one of my guys don't hit a shot, I'm going back to him.
Yep.
I might have would have found Cole on that play.
Layup, no. What a rebound underneath. Will Dofer doing the dirty work. Here comes Clower. Nice move, reverse layup, couldn't get it.
Second half, Game Elite is being crashing the offensive boards.
And a turnover there. A little too fast. And Jared Richburg's coming back into the game along with Tuke Clay. Richburg was probably, him and Diop were probably the two best players on the floor in that first half. Here comes Deontay Neal. Around a screen. Neal finds Richburg. Quality look for three. No good. Rebound secured by Diop.
Diop, hands down, has a double-double.
Has to. Savage
and
turns it over.
Richburg is flirting with a double-double. He just get in and got a steal.
Clay all the way. No. Follow from Clower is good.
That's 5 straight for Cole.
Yep. 41-36. CP3 in front. Just crossed the 11-minute mark of the half. Here's Landrew trying to create on Richburg. Foul. And I don't think John loves it, but
the fans getting involved.
Little chatter. We're familiar with the Rock Hill bleacher chatter. I remember, I think my favorite Rock Hill bleacher chatter was Jeff and Ty White talking about a potential wager on Hill's game.
And we ended up getting Jaden Elks.
Yeah, and you did. You did. And Trey Green gamed them.
Yep.
I remember that.
Trey Green gamed them.
And then
Jaden Elks came to Combine.
And then Jaden came to Combine, played the summer with Loaded, and then joined y'all and won a championship with y'all. Everybody wins.
Yep.
And now he's doing his thing.
At Georgetown, and Trey is at St. Louis.
Yep. I'm happy he ended up going to St. Louis. I'm with those guys. That's a good spot for him. Here is Neal around the screen.
Paint touch.
Yep, draws a foul.
Draws a foul.
Too active with the hands, can't reach like that. Especially when you have the Atlanta parents and the Charlotte parents in one gym. Always going to be fireworks.
Shout out to the refs.
Shout out to
this is a tough environment.
Yes. They're doing a pretty good job today, though. I'll say that. Because we've seen some abominable officiating games down here. It's been pretty good. Clower, another three.
He's
Absolutely.
hot. He's hot. That's
Clower,
8 in the second half for him.
Cole Clower cannot miss right now. That was as pure as it gets. And I love Cole Clower when he doesn't have to dribble the ball as much. When it's just catch and shoot, he is simply elite. That three.
Then he comes down to get a rebound.
Yep. And here he goes pushing the basketball. Push ahead dribble. Thought about the stop and pop. In and out move.
Clay!
Clower takeover. Clay on the receiving end. And CP3's up 8.
And then extending the pressure.
And sometimes you just need your elite guys to make elite plays, and it couldn't have happened at a better time for Cole Clower and CP3. Here comes Hutchinson. Being hounded by Deontay Neal. He gets it over. Just in the nick of time. Neal trying to guard. Hutchinson spinning. Falling away. No good. Diop tried for the rebound, but Tuke Clay with a good effort. Richburg attacks middle. Gives it up to Clay. Finds Neal. Neal creates so much space so quick. Finds Richburg. Shot fake. Euro. Puts up a
Richburg draws a foul.
But draws a foul. Doing it again.
That's my early favorite for player of the game, is CP3 Williams.
I would agree. He's definitely getting some Twitter love after this. Not flashy.
He came in. He done guarded the guards.
He's guarded 1 through 5. He's rebounded at both backboards. He's made plays. He's gotten to the line. He's winning 50-50 battles. These are the kind of things that get you noticed by the educated eye. And his first free throw is good as well.
And he's staying within his game. That's what I like.
Yep.
Like, he's not trying to do too much. He's just playing. He's playing freely, playing hard.
Yep. Richburg to make it a 10-point game at the line. We'll see if he can hit it right here. It is up. It is good. 10-point lead for Team CP3. Strong drive, layup. Got it. That's a big-time finish.
Cole almost picked up a fourth.
Absolutely, from Dopfer. Here's Clower again. All the way.
Oh, did he travel? Did he? What did he call
they
it?
called a foul.
Called a foul.
He kind of cuffed it with a Euro step.
But I like Cole. He just told Coach John, my fault.
Yep.
Respect level between the coach and the player.
It's very important. Very, very important. And this group's, for the most part, they've added some pieces, but they've been together for a while. There's a level of familiarity and trust with the success that they've had, both individually and as a collective. Here is Q Williams, 22 on the shot clock. Here's Richburg working around. Backdoor lob to Clower.
Backdoor lob to Cole. And Coach John is telling them boys to get up.
He senses they can seize this moment. Up by 10. 8.5 to go. Big stretch of basketball here for both teams.
22 seconds left on the shot clock. They call the play and executed it.
Yep.
CP3 really getting into their sets, and they're taking Game Elite out their sets.
Yep, and they threw it away. Richburg almost had a steal. And man, what a luxury Cole Clower is to have on your roster. Can do a little bit of everything.
He came into the second half and had 10 points.
Yep, he might shoot this too. He will. Clower, another one. Why
13, Cole is taking over. Is Game Elite going to call timeout?
They might have to. Cole Clower is having a moment.
Oh, man.
And they call a foul on Q Williams, but man, Cole Clower's getting it done.
Hit the difference. 13-point lead.
Cole got
12
13.
13. He got 13.
Yeah.
He got 13. They held 13. He got 13 in the second half. That's the difference in the game right now.
What's the difference, Cole Clower?
He got 13.
Absolutely. He's got such a complete game. Here is a good split from Game Elite. Dump down Diop.
Diop.
Shuffle.
Diop.
Got it done. Much needed basket for Game Elite.
Big fella got to get back involved.
Heat check time for Clower. Hezzy pull. Why not? Oh, he almost got the dead bounce in. And they'll get another chance at it. Richburg steps into a good one. Missed it short. Here's Landrew. He'll turn and fire. That one's no good. Over the back foul on Diop. Sometimes on those, you just got to admit defeat and get back on defense.
What a luxury. When you take one out, you can put one in. Will coming in the game.
And they don't even have Kendre for this one. So, yeah. And they have so many options with their lineup. They could play super big. They could play small.
Super small.
They can do a lot of different things. And here is Richburg. Over to Stevens. Stevens at the top. Over to Q. Q Williams will attack. Kick. JR, a good look for three. It is up. No good. Still an 11-point game with 7 minutes left. Game Elite can make a run and make a play.
Charge.
Yep, and there's J.R. Adams doing the glue guy stuff.
did his job. Shout out to Miles for letting me know what that kid do.
What's up?
I said shout out to Miles for letting me know what that kid do.
He makes threes, he takes charges. Hasn't hit the shots yet, but he stayed within himself, and they trust him.
Came in, took a big charge on Diop.
And knowing the basketball gods the way I do, the next open look he gets is probably going in. Here's Richburg. Stevens, a little head fake. Back screen to him to create the mismatch. They have two mismatches now. Here's Clower. See how Diop does with him on an island. Clower finds Q, squares it up, lets it fly for three. Absolutely.
CP3 starting to hit shots in the second half. That's the difference. They executing. They're getting anything they want now.
Yep.
And they're extending their defense, extending their pressure.
And the gravity that Cole Clower's had in the second half with the defense has just made life a lot easier for everybody. Foul is called on J.R. Adams. Going on the other side.
Well,
going the other way. Yep. Stevens got away with a little push, but not enough to warrant a whistle. And they'll get it right back. Here comes Q Williams. And now Clower, guarded by Diop, might create something here. Spread it out.
And Coach John let him go.
Yep, as you should. They send 2 at him, find JR to Q Williams. He bobbled it.
5 on the shot clock.
Step back 3 for Q, way off, missed everything. And a much needed stop for Game Elite. They have got to put a run together. Game is still not completely out of the window, but they got to do something quick.
They're going to have to get into something right here. They're going to have to execute a play. And Coach John has extended that pressure, went to a 3-2.
They haven't been able to get comfortable at all.
And Diop is standing in the corner now. He's not in the pick and roll anymore.
Yep. That one's no good. What a rebound from Richburg, again in traffic. Here comes Clower. Crosses over.
I feel like he,
nice pass to Richburg.
Richburg and one. Player of the game.
Absolutely.
Stamp it.
Absolutely. Cole Clower had
They win this game, he player of the game.
He had a fiery stretch in the second half. Richburg has been the consistent presence at both ends. And he's just getting, he's just doing his job and getting rewarded for doing it at a high level.
Playing his role.
Yep. Master your role. And he is doing that at a very high level. Free throw to put CP3 up by 17. It is up. It is
Another
good.
free throw.
He might be pushing 20 now. Middle of the floor. Dump down. Tried to dunk it in. Are they going to count it?
Basket? No basket?
No basket, but a foul.
No basket. Foul on Will. That's 4.
Mm-hmm. That's the right call, too.
Yeah. But most kids don't even go up and try to block that, so
no.
Salute Will for doing that.
If you're a big kid, and you had guys like you coached Big Pat. Like Pat was never scared to get dunked on. He was trying to block everything he could.
Trying to block a shot.
Yeah, have to.
The more and more you play basketball, you're gonna get dunked on.
You're gonna get dunked on. You're gonna get dropped. Like it's just part of it.
What it is.
Yeah. First free throw is good for Rampazant. Second one rattles away, and that one will be CP3 basketball. Coming up next, we got 4-4-4 on the Puma circuit led by Lincoln Cosby, top 3 2027 prospect, taking on Team Unleashed, EYBL, USC Unleashed. Clower, a little hesitation, he'll reset things. Clower trying to create, cut off, draws a foul.
Five minutes right here.
Yep. Clock is ticking down on game.
You're telling your team you got to get stops. It's a 3-stop game.
And now Clower's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1 to add to his ever-growing second half total. That one is no good. Misses the front end.
You don't count that as a stop, but it's a stop. Mm-hmm. But you got to score.
Have to. 3 ball up. No. Rebound. Richburg again.
Oh, my God. Look at that jump, though.
He ended up almost turning it over. He did.
I don't think I would say about Richburg, we get it, just pick it up.
Yeah. But now he's been great today. Clower catches in traffic, being hounded a bit. Here is Q, driving, slippery rock. Finds Adams. Ooh, misread that one.
Trying to be too pretty.
Yeah. He had Richburg for the 3. Kick out 3 for Savage is up and good. Much needed. 13-point game. CP3 still got to be serious here. Clower will slow it down and get things to Q Williams.
I was just about to say Deontay.
Yeah, they're going to put them in the close.
They're coming now.
Clower, nice strong baseline rip. Adjustment, couldn't get it. And he took some punishment on the way down on that one. Another 3 for Savage, big shot, got it. 10-point game, 4 minutes to go.
They were saying 3-stop game. They got 2 stops in a row.
Yep, and a foul is drawn by Q Williams. Split in the defense. And Q Williams will shoot right here. Might be all we see from Jair Richburg today, but incredible effort from him. Definitely a stock boosting performance as they get ready to go to the EYBL here soon.
He did his job.
Yeah. And that's the kind of stuff, if he has a couple games like that in the live period, he's going to college for free.
Yes.
You know? Free throw, couple front end misses here from CP3 from 2 of their best shooters. Savage gets rid of it. Here's Hutchinson. Pass is deflected out.
Ooh.
Oh, they're changing. They're changing.
They're going to change that one.
And John doesn't like it. It's the right call. It's the right call.
Yeah. He tried to get him one. He tried to get him one.
He tried to. You know what the best was is when y'all would be coaching down here and you'd look up to me and Simmons and be like, was that a travel? I'd be like, yeah. It was.
You got to see it on camera again.
Yeah. The best is when we're like at the table doing the stream. Like, man, can we look at the replay? It's like, bro, there's no video replay review rule in AAU basketball. Sorry, can't help you. I said you can go back and look to see if you were actually should have been pissed or not. Get it into Diop. Diop travel, unforced error.
Diop has touched the paint one time this second half.
Yeah. Do you attribute that more to what CP3 is doing defensively?
Yes.
Yeah.
Coach John made those adjustments. I told you when he was in a 2-1-2 and then he switched it to a 3-2 in one possession. Mm-hmm. Kids had to have a high IQ to do that.
Yeah. And they got to be in sync, too. It's still early in the season. These teams have played, for the most part, 5 games or less already. Clower, catch and shoot 3 from the top of the key. Couldn't get it.
Diop still rebounding the ball, but he got to insert himself offensively. They got to get him something to the rim.
Touches, yeah.
He was able to
pull up
set that
for
screen
Savage.
right there.
3 in a row for him. It's a 7-point game.
That's 4 stops in a row.
And three threes. 16-point game into a 7-point game in about a minute and a half game time. Here's Q Williams. Almost jumped. Neal all the way. That was a goal.
Oh, Diop almost had him one.
I know. Just a split second late. He got a foul as well.
Did the basket count?
It did count.
Basket count.
Basket counts on the goaltend, and then he drew a shooting foul as well. So Deontay Neal, with a much-needed basket, and hopefully for his sake, can hit a much-needed free throw right here.
This will put CP3 back up 10.
Yep. And it looks like Game Elite's getting some shooting on the floor, doing a little offensive switch now at this point in the game.
Even with 3 threes in a row, CP3 still up double figures.
Yeah. Neal connects. And it's a 10-point game again. Here comes Savage. He's been hot the last few possessions, hit 3 threes. Lost it there. Who's got it? Game Elite does, and it's a broken play. It leads to another good look from 3. That one's short. Rosario couldn't track it down. Diop's got it. He'll drive in. He loses it. And here comes Q. Q Williams running the floor. Lob it up to Toot. It almost got tipped in. I don't know if John liked that. Pull up 3. Another one. And it's a 7-point game with 2.5 left. CP3 did not do a good job just pulling the ball out there.
Game Elite extended pressure.
Yep.
See if they run 2 at Deontay. Get it out of his hands.
I figured they would as soon as he crossed half court. We'll see if and when they do it. If they don't do it, he's getting to the paint. We thought he was.
He touches
Got
the
to
paint.
Clay, kick out. Rosario lets it fly from deep. Night, dagger time. Cole Rosario gets it to go. Another high-level player on this run.
Another paint touch.
Yep. And
leads to a CP3 3.
And a good read.
Richburg coming back in.
Coming right back in for Q Williams. A little defensive switch right there. At this point for CP3, you probably don't need to score anymore. Just get some stops and start today 1-0. They got another big 3 SSB matchup with Garner Road later today.
We got a crowd.
Yeah, starting to fill up a little bit in here. People know where the bump is.
Yeah.
We had the Drifty Circus last week.
I put that tweet out last week.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think a lot of people didn't like it.
Yeah, that is what it is. Not everybody's going to like everything. 9-point game now after that free throw from Savage, who has gotten double figures since the 5-minute mark.
Yeah.
He's come alive. Trying to give his team a chance. Just might be too little too late. Nice rebound from Clower, and here comes Deontay Neal. And a foul is called on Savage.
It's what I said earlier about Deontay, though. He's so poised, don't get rattled. Like, his face expression don't change. He's the same person the whole game, same player the whole game.
His,
and the results of winning.
His steadiness might be his ultimate calling card with what he's able to do. So quick, so shifty, such a great passer, dynamic defender.
He just received a offer from Boston College,
He did, got an ACC offer. I've been saying since last year I thought he was a high major kid. And by high major, I mean you could throw that kid this time next year into a 2 years, into a high major game for 15 minutes and he can hold it down. I have zero doubt that he could hold his own in the ACC. And I know a bunch of other ACC schools that like him, guys on staffs that like him that just haven't been able to kind of get everyone on board. But I think what he'll end up doing this summer will be undeniable, and he'll get what he deserves. So he's definitely got a lot of good opportunities, though.
And he's going to have to make a decision, too, if you want to play both in college.
Yep. I know Bill Belichick loves him. That's a hard guy to say no to.
Yeah.
That layup is up and good. Landrew inbound to Neal. 8-point game, minute 20 to go. Neal cut off, gives it out to Clower. Draws a foul.
Came up and fouled him. Go back to the free throw line.
Yep. 2 shots for Mr. Clower, who, assuming nothing changes, would have to be considered the front runner for Gatorade Player of the Year in North Carolina next year. Free throw is up and good.
He's going to have to take it from his teammate.
He will. He will. I know it was a great debate for Deontay and Zamichael Wilkins this year. Both had arguments. 68-58 to count.
And I like what Coach John doing. Still standing the pressure.
Yep.
Take some time off the clock.
Yep.
Make him work and get it up the court.
Jumper is up. Doesn't get the roll. Nice rebound from Landrew. That one's blocked from behind by Clay. Rosario flies in, and it's a scramble right now.
Did they get the timeout? They did.
Timeout called by Game Elite. We will be right back in just a moment for the remainder of this one.
Oh!
We're back. What you got?
What was that? Stuck.
Oh, you're good. Here we go. Final 40 seconds. It's pretty academic at this point what's going on. CP3 going to close out a big win. Coach Tim, what were your big takeaways from this game with the players on CP3 and how they were able to work together to get this done?
Cole came up in the second half.
Yep.
That was the difference. Cole was the guy in the second half.
That created that separation.
That was it. 13. He had 13. They was up by 13 at one point. Once they went up that, got double figures, they never gave it away.
Absolutely.
Never gave it away.
That'll do it for this one. CP3 starts the day here at the Saros Open 1-0 with a win over Game Elite. They'll be playing Garner Road in a couple hours here back on the Hoop State Network. Sim, I appreciate it, my man. We'll see y'all soon.